Well, we knew coming in we'd have to play a flawless game, take care of the ball and stay out of foul trouble, and find a way to contain Juwan Johnson. And those are the things we didn't do today, so that's why we ended up losing the game. A lot of it, because certainly Purdue is a very talented team, and we had our problems. We were doing okay until the start of the second half. We just gave up broken threes here to Jackson. I thought we gained some momentum, and we were able to get the momentum back. Any questions?
How did it change the game, the kind of pressure they were putting on Harfarber and really, force him to work?
I didn't think it hurt us that much. The pressure came at the other. We didn't do much pressuring on them. I don't know we had 12 turnovers, but we had 11, so we didn't really finish around the basket. We didn't rebound the ball. I thought Blake was outstanding. I mean, he was the brightest spot there on our team today.
What were you trying to do defensively, and how did they kind of break it down there in the second half?
Well, we started out in zone. Very seldom do we ever. In fact, that may have been the first time I think I've ever started in the zone. So we're getting paid off. We weren't very active and and Jackson stepped up, and made the threes when he was open. I mean, he's really not looking for threes, but when we leave him wide open like that, he's going to make them. So that's what they did against the zone, some high pick and rolls, and then he just got in the gap. And after that, the momentum, we got hammered on the boards in the second half, and that's pretty much what happened.
That's the risk when you go with the bigger lineup, giving away open threes.
Well, no, it wasn't because of that. In fact, the big lineup wasn't even in there when they were making it. Well, we had the big lineup in there, but we weren't really, we had Rodney and Blake up top, and Rodney was a tough day today. And he was still back in Minnesota.
And he just talked,
Pardon me?
what do you think of Rodney today?
That's what I said.
Yeah.
I think he was, he just had a tough day.
Is it just because of foul trouble getting in his head? Or?
Probably so. Probably took him out of it. He set it quite well. How many minutes played in the first half? Rodney played 5 minutes in the first half. Colton played, you just have to play without fouling.
Tubby, you're one of the few coaches that has faced Juwan twice this season.
Mm-hmm.
You faced some very good players this season. Where does Juwan stack up to other players you coach against this season?
He's probably the most talented. I would say when you look at what he does, his activity, he's very long, he's athletic, he plays a smart game, he's unselfish. He's got the complete package. He can shoot with range, he makes his free throws. We've got some talented players in this league, but Jared Sullinger, Lighty, there's some good ones. But I would say that the complete package, he probably is the best we faced all year in conference and non-conference.
When you had Chip in there early in Austin Highlands, you were scoring in transition, and you ended the half down by 3. Did you think about going smaller in the second half, especially after they made that early run?
Yeah, well, I think about a lot of things, but sometimes I'm too stupid to make that decision. Really, probably should have done that. But I have Colton and Rodney, and they're pretty good players, so I'm gonna go with experience.
What do you think about some of the mental mistakes, like Mbappe missed the 2 dunks, and then there was a lot of missed defensive rebounds?
Well, I didn't think it was missing. I think he just trying to be too. I think he took off. I don't think that was mental. I think he may have been too aggressive and taken off too far from the basket, trying to make a spectacular dunk instead of just taking it up with 2 hands. I don't think that was a mental mistake. The mental lapses are ones where in fact, I thought we were pretty sharp mentally today. Other than the fouls, and I thought that's, when I see Rodney getting in foul trouble and Colton getting in foul trouble all the way early on, those are mental problems. So we're going to try to give him some counseling.
You felt Nolan's defense on the perimeter. I missed that one.
What's that?
I missed that one. Without Nolan's defense on the perimeter, do you feel like maybe there's a different lineup you might go to in the future to keep?
Possibly, you know, if we don't get better play from the guys that we had on the court. You know, but you know, lineup starting. I'm not big on starting, but we played. You know, I like the way Chip played. I love the way Austin played, and Maverick, even Dominic Dawson, who's a walk-on, came in the game and gave us 2 quality minutes there. So, you know, we're just to figure out. We have to go back and just make sure that we do the things we have to do to get those guys ready to play. There's one game, and we know we've got to come back to next week, come back to the state next week, and play Indiana. So we don't have a lot of time to dwell on this one. So we've got to concentrate and get better. And I know we will. You know, Rodney's very capable. Colton is also. So that's needed. Teaching how to play without fouling.
We'll take 2 more.